Gonna go back to the hideaway, and that suspicious looking man is probably on our heels. Darn it, I really hope Gav can sniff this guy out. He probably stinks, so... Righting wrongs.
Sit solo then. We have a lot to discuss.
Okay, we're gonna go to Sid Solar. Is that his room? Is that what they mean? Probably. Karen, you don't wanna say anything to me, okay? There's nothing new, and there's no side quests as well.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Clive, was it?
Yeah? Who said that? Did you want something from me? Warm-hearted bearer, wherever you are. Was it the lady in green? I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention. Sorry. I did not want to be rude. Because that would be off character for Clive.
To our friends.
Maybe I like his character so much because he's so mature. He's mature, kind, but mostly kind. Kind-hearted dude.
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
Well, I would like to sit down, so let's go.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead.
Say that. You're never gonna die.
Did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice.
Clive is my kind of person.
And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And
Oh, we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What's the plan?
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital.
Already?
Pay a visit to Mother.
Yes! I'm gonna fucking beat her up. Or slap her. No, we're gonna beat her up. Oriflamme. The Holy Empire of Sunbreak. That looks so majestic. Even the music.
The last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Pretty.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
This is the man that Annabella is with.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen,
Sylvestre.
did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sandbreck is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of
What
great
land?
Vader.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
I don't like the sound of this. Of course, he's with Annabella, so... I mean, he can't be sane. Gosh, I love this palace.
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Author. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
So Dion is his son. Dion, aka Dominant of Bahamut, is Sylvestre's son. But not with
I must
Annabella.
have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mothercrystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing.
I believe him.
All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy.
They're mine from the Mothercrystals.
They're one and the same. Although, admittedly, this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mothercrystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mothercrystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
True.
Inconvenient.
I mean, he's Ramu, so...
Exactly.
Wisdom.
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
Ew.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
I do believe Sid. He seems to know about things. And like the datalog said...
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
My guy, we are not buying potions.
If everything we were taught about the Mothercrystals was a lie, then what else might we have been deceived about?
Probably a lot.
Give you two a moment to sort out your kit. It's a long walk to Oriflamme. I wouldn't want you keeling over on the way.
Don't you worry. We'll be right behind you. Since Sid is the dominant of Ramu, and the datalog said that those who possess Ramu as their icon
Eastpool are disturbing. We knew the had no love for her subjects.
Why did I press?
To order the slaughter of an entire village.
Well, we're gonna F her up. But don't worry.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
A letter?
Just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost, it was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Oh.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Is it that important? He'll be in trouble if I don't.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the Hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
We'll find it, all right.
I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Well, well, well. What could this letter be? Red Letter Day.
The letter won't last very long out in the elements.
Oh.
I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
But it's not a timed event.
What happened?
Hello, little chicken.
Is everything all right?
Now, my research
Hello, Kupo.
and when my fertilizer is complete, the furrows will need expanding.
You almost sounded like you wanted a mission. Give me a mission or something? Okay, Kupo, you don't have nothing new to say? And still no other Kupo.
Fruit worth eating, and I'll see that you get some.
I thought the apples were done.
Wanted
I
to
wanted
send a
an
message,
apple.
most likely.
But did she have to go so far?
Does she care? No. Didn't even care about her sons. Even the one she cared about, supposedly.
Well, what's something for you, dear?
Flame Tongue. Oh, I kind of like the one we have now. It looks so cool. But Flame Tongue.
And?
Oh. It's a big difference.
Make it quick.
Might as well.
Something for you, dear. No scratches, all right?
Better look cool. If not, I'ma kinda cry. Oh. Oh, it looks hella cool. It fits so well. Okay.
He's never this late.
Me like it.
I can't help but fear the worst.
Ooh.
Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then might I ask a favour of you? I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lostwing. He's been working for Quinten, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
We've met Quinten.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
What a good man Clive is. He's really helping out everyone. Such a good man. Now where do I find one? Well, let's see what Tomes has to say. Updates the Tomes.
Now this,
Ooh,
I
level
believe you will
3.
find most interesting.
Uh-huh. An international pact made at the dawn of the present era, in which such matters as the testament, treatment of bearers, and the establishment of a realm-wide currency were laid out. It formed the basis of much of Valisthian society as it stands today, including the branding of bearers and their status as non-persons. It also put in place a universal calendar, marking a symbolic fresh start for mankind, albeit one which put magic users at a crippling disadvantage. Ah, darn it, my leg. So this is the Continental Accord, the founder. Fear and uncertainty regained in those early years following the sins of Zemeckis. Not wanting to further incur the wrath of the heavens, the few who survived the fall took to wandering the land, spurning magic and staying to the shadows, and so they lived for decades. One man, however, grew tired of this life. Oops. If it could be called that, and after bidding his companions farewell, climbed at a grassy knoll overlooking a forest of beech and alder. Here he gathered a pile of rubble and used it to build a humble shelter in which he spent the night. The next morning, however, instead of abandoning his work, as was his people's wont, he gathered more rocks, adding to the structure until the shelter had become a shack. This he continued for days, weeks, until the shack had become a home. So the founder of Rosaria, is that what? At first, those few wanderers who passed the knoll would shun him, cursing the man under his breath for his hubris. But as his estate grew, and one building became two, and two, three, the people began to slow their steps, and it was not long before some took to joining him on that knoll, gathering stones, building new lives, new destinies. This they did without magics or machines, without boon or blessings. They relied on naught but their hands, their backs, their wills, and each other. And slowly, house gave way to village, village to town, and town to nation. The man would one day die, as all men do, but those who remained continued his legacy, expanded upon it, and though his name was eventually forgotten, his spirit lives on to this day in the hearts of all Rosarians. Oh my god, my leg is sleeping. Okay. It's because I'm always sitting so freaking badly on chairs. Okay, so the founder of Rosaria. Legend of the founder, Moss the Chronicler. Okay, so it's Moss the Chronicler. Did we read this one? Far fabled scholar of Valisthian history and legend, even to this day, much of the surviving knowledge of the distant antiquity of the twins issues from his quill. In his later years, his writing attracted fierce criticism from certain scholarly circles, which resulted in him removing himself from public life. I wonder if we can find something of his.
You wish to study the tomes?
He seems like a pretty important person. Leader of the Hideaway and dominant of Ramu. Warden of Thunder. In his quest to create a world where bears and dominants can die on their own terms, he unearthed a shocking truth, that the Mothercrystals were the cause of all the all-consuming blight. He makes plans to see the Mother's fall, that Valisthea and her people might be saved. I believe him 1000%. I do. Because in the Datalog, in the Hidden Truth, it did say that he would know, like, the best for the future. Though the people of Valisthea rely on the crystal mined from these mountains in their everyday lives and flock to their ether-rich lands around them in pursuit of their blessing, Sid posits that it is in fact the Mothercrystals and their ability to draw ether from the earth, that it is the reason for the Deadlands' advance. The few who learn the truth are hunted down by those in position of power, those whose power rests on their control of this crucial resource. Well, then there wouldn't be any power-hungry people until they found something else, another power source. So, it seems like these Mothercrystals really need to be destroyed, or else the whole of Valisthea will just become Deadlands. A nation occupying the northeastern reaches of the continent of Storm. With the great city of Oriflamme as its capital, Sanbreque is the realm's largest theocracy, and home to the Mothercrystals' Drake's Head. The empire is ruled by the Holy Emperor, the one true goddess made flesh. According to the Gregorian faith, who is served unquestioningly by the sworn Knights of the Blessed Dragon. I was gonna say Dragoon. Known more commonly as the Dragoons. You see. It was there all the time. Well, dragoons. Almost the same. A nation occupying yes. The political power in the empire technically resides within the 5 cardinals, but even they are bound to the whims of the Holy Emperor in those manners of state in which he takes interest. In the year 860, at Emperor Sylvestre's behest, the cardinals agreed upon a plan to liberate Rosaria from the marauding forces of the Iron Kingdom, after which the duchy had little choice but to bend the knee and become an imperial province. I don't know which one would be worse. Probably the Holy Empire, just because Annabella is there and she freaking hates people, especially bearers. But so does the Iron Kingdom. Oh my god. It's definitely pest or cholera. Drake's Head, a Mothercrystal situated on the Sea of Grace in northern Sanbreque. Drake's Head towers over the holy capital of Oriflamme. Its mighty form a testament to the power and the permanence of the empire. However, mysterious ether floods and the spectre of the ever-encroaching blight have led some in power to call the permanence into question. Sylvestre Lesage, Emperor of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, who won his throne at least partially by virtue of his son, Dion, having awakened as the dominant of Bahamut. So it should be Dion then. Then maybe Annabella wouldn't be there, because who can like her? The High Cardinal. Yeah, he also sat at the table. First and foremost of the 5 cardinals who make up the Council of Elders, second only to the Holy Emperor in the imperial government, it is his role to lead the council in governing. Sanbreque in the Emperor's stead, and providing the latter does not overrule his decisions, his authority is absolute. Well, sounds kinda bad since he's getting influenced. Probably. Did we read this before? Dominant of Ifrit, the one who took his brother's life, anxious to atone for his crimes and filled with righteous anger after witnessing the massacre at Eastpool, he pledged himself to Cid's cause to free all of Valisthea from its bonds, not only those between bearer and master, but those between man and Mothercrystal. I'm glad we joined. I'm really glad we joined. I feel like this is definitely the right way to go to destroy the Mothercrystals. I'm listening to Cid not because he's handsome, but because he has a lot of wisdom. Kupka's awakening as a dominant of the Icon Titan thrust him to the forefront of Dhalmekian politics, winning him influence over both the Republic's armies and its policy making, as well as a personal fortune. His greatest treasure, however, was always Benedicta Harman. When a servant of Waloed informed him that his love had been slain by Sid, which did not happen, his fury toward the outlaw and his allies knew no bounds. It was Clive, but nothing happened to her corpse. We did not do nothing like that. But he's still mad that we killed her, of course. Dion Lesage, firstborn son and loyal subject of Emperor Sylvestre, ruler of the Holy Empire of Sambrec, as well as leader of the Empire's most elite fighting force, the Dragoons. Dion is also the dominant of Bahamut, Warden of Light, and has oft been called upon to summon his Eikon in defense of his countrymen. Most recently in the year of the realm 873, when Odin took to the field against them in the Battle of Belenus Tor. Yeah, which we already saw. Seemed like it went well, or did it? Belenus Tor. There. Named for the highest of its peaks, Sambrec's Belenus Tor is a region of rolling grassy hills, slightly inland of where the Strait of Auth meets the Sea of the Grace. In the year 873, it was the site of a decisive battle in the kingdom of Waloed's failed bid to regain a foothold in Storm. Okay, Belenus Tor seems to be under Sambrec territory since the flag is there. So it went well for them. Anyone else interesting? This murderous biatch. Former Duchess of Rosaria, now Empress of the Holy Empire of Sambrec. It was ever her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband, that she might enter in league with the force she judged the mightier. Now she rules over Rosaria as a vicereine of the imperial province, which she rules with a cruelty, I was saying crunchy, and contempt for the baseborn that was unknown in Archduke Elwin's day. My eyes are getting tired, that's why. Can barely see the text. Lord Commander of the Rosarian army, outranked only by his firm friend Archduke Elwin. When Clive manifested into Ifrit during the attack on Phoenix Gate, Murdoch lost his life to the infernal Eikons' flames. And we know what happened to Hannah Murdoch. Couldn't save her. We didn't know what would happen. We had no chance. Bearer, a person with the power to cast magics without a crystal. In Valisthea, men and women who awaken as bearers are enslaved, branded with a mark on their cheek that leads some to call them by the pejorative moniker? Branded? Though their powers do not begin to approach those of the almighty dominance, they too suffer from the crystal's curse, gradually turning to stone over a lifetime of channeling ether for others. We're using quite much of our abilities. Ancient mural, a wall painting found in the depths of the apothecary under Phoenix Gate. Who created it and for what purpose is unknown, but the celestial being in the center suggests some connection to a long-lost religion. Clive said something about it looking like a god. I feel like it looks a bit like Ifrit, but maybe it's like, I don't know, a mix. Ultima's thralls, a twisted glowing blue creature that awaited Clive and Jill deep within Phoenix Gate to try and prevent them from gaining the innermost recesses of apothecary. Oh my god, I can't read that word. Ultima's thralls, what?
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
We've not met anyone called Ultima.
Do you need any help, Miss Molly?
Maybe it's like a monster.
I heard Otto barking.
Or maybe a person? Well, somebody is after us, that's for sure. Could they mean... Could these thralls be the hooded mans? I mean, it's not impossible. Or are they just, like, always in the fallen ruins? But they didn't look like they belonged there, and even Jill and Clive were like, what the frick? So that means they're not supposed to be there.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
Retrieve sack.
Good. Looks like I'm in the right area.
Hold on a second.
You like that,
We weren't
don't you?
able to, but now, pet Torgal. It's a must.
More of the lost supplies.
Over here. I wonder what that letter is.
Much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
Oh.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quinten?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby, and I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lostwing. Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Hopefully not the letter. I hope it's in one piece. Although I think Sid might wonder why the paper is wet. Probably smells like wet dog. Not so pleasant. Not so pleasant at all.
It's looking to be a fine harvest this year.
Right, we had another quest here as well. But is it the same dog we've already seen here? Ah, yeah, I think so. The same doggo.
Back, are ya? Did Master Quinten summon ya?
No, he didn't summon me.
The shad's all salted and smoked.
There it is, don't eat it. Stop!
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy.
It looks well looked after. It looks emaciated.
Someone's waiting for
and
this.
dirty. Where's the
He's
owner?
waited long enough already.
Sorry, we needed to take it.
We're out of trouble.
I'm sorry, okay? I was gonna try to pet you, but it didn't really work. You need a bigger crystal, lady.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Was it Quinten? Yeah, speak with Quinten.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Nothing of interest. Ooh, Lionheart tonic. Gradually fills limit breakage for 30 seconds. We could at least buy one. I mean, we have quite a few coins.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Sun's setting fast.
Quite a few
Then I'll be
coins.
back from the vineyard soon.
Hello, mister.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the Hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
We'll check up on him. Lorbert's Pass. Oh.
How many am I?
Wrong way. You didn't see that, Jill. I know my way around. I'm a man. I'm not gonna ask anyone for directions. I wasn't the one going the wrong way, Jill. You were on top of that bridge. There's. It's the wrong way.
Bearing the hanged man now, are we? You know what that means? It means that if you ever cross Master Quinten, you'll be doubly sorry.
What can you do to me? That lady did not see my sword, nor my outfit. Yeah, I was just gonna say hi to that lady. So it was actually this way. Which means Jill was right. Well. Hello, mister. Who are you looking for?
I heard from a couple of the bearers what you did to them royalists over at the care. Glad you're on our side.
You should be. Norvent Valley. Even this place is picnic worthy. This is so cozy. You know, unless there's spiders. Those giant spiders. I hear something creeping about. Who's creeping on me? No, not you, Jill. I wasn't talking about you. Oh, somewhere here then. Let me just get... there. Who, Jill? Here he is. How are you doing, mister? You need a potion.
Hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road.
Beastmen this close?
Hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lostwing and tell Quinten what happened.
I do not know if Randall is alive. If he's fighting Beastmen, he better be hiding somewhere. Yeah, he could not have.
Surprised.
Light is this close already.
Sick of Torgal. Give him all you've got for him.
What are you doing with Torgal?
You know what to do.
Freaking dare.
Get him, boy.
Big meanie.
GOOOO, lend me your strength.
I'll be sorry now. Kneel before me. And now you'll be really sorry. The fury of Ifrit. I'm He's gonna green you up. Although I don't think anyone would like to eat you. Probably have green blood and stuff. Maybe I should just get closer. Maybe it will miss me. Bam! Got you. I love Deadly Embrace. It's so useful. Banking a beastman. You're really good at that, Clive. Looks like he liked that.
You know what to do, boy.
Don't be jealous, Jill.
Sick of Torgal.
He's not as pretty as you are. Uh-oh. He's angry that I called him ugly.
Keep your distance, boy. Not this time. Get him.
Love the music. Enemies slain. We're doing so good. So good. Are you impressed, Jill? I mean, you're doing a good job too. Ah, he's dead. For sure, he's dead. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, but...
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quinten.
Look at the sword! It's so beautiful. Hands down, the prettiest sword. Hands down. Right now, at least. Well, the Invictus was also really pretty. It just fits with our outfit. Our totally cool, beautiful outfit.
No mistakes.
I'm kind of surprised that Clive has more cleavage than Jill. I mean,
you know what to do, boy.
I've not seen that in a game. It's usually the females with the cleavage. Sid also has it. It's not like, not until we get married. Oh? One of these chests, oh, I already took that one. And it was also kind of beside one of those fallen ruins. Gonna just teleport. Lostwing, a settlement located in central Sambrek, on the northeast edge of the Great Wood, having initially found prosperity as a stopover point for traveling traders. It fell from favor when newer, better roads bypassed it, and eventually fell off the map entirely. Presently, its obscurity serves as cover to mask its burgeoning status as a safe haven for bearers who work the nearby vineyards for Quinten. Calderman and conspirator of Sid's, while Cask of Galtad Rogue aged in Lostwing cellar provided the village with much needed income. I cannot read right now. Oh my gosh. That was incredibly bad. But you know, I don't cut things out. Unless I move from my seat. Ignition. I want to switch? Do I want the Rook's Gambit? No, not yet. I'm very content with the ones we have.
Don't need you risking the curse for a barrel of shad.
But how did the grocer know his dog?
Let's go to Quinten and break the bad news. Sorry, your guy dead.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the Hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
He reminds me so much of a character in Dragon Age Origins. You know the guy from the Crows? If you've played Dragon Age Origins, I've played it on my channel. He's like the assassin of the Crows. He has like the same tone. Just something about it. I don't remember his name. Was it something with a C? Yeah, well, he was at the inn in Denerim. And we had to do like missions for him, or well, had to do, but I didn't.
Otto barking at his lot earlier.
We got the letter. Did we get a heads up what this letter is about?
There you are.
He was contemplating.
Just got back to Hideaway, and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you
found the letter?
Things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
It's kind of chomped.
Worse for wear.
There.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me, then. And all thanks to you. Losing no supplies is one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
He has a daughter?
He's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
He loves his daughter. You know, Sid. If you need a mother, I volunteer.
Sid may be the hardest man I know, but when it comes to his daughter, he's soft as Chocobo down. You'll be champing at the bit to get this letter.
Oh my god, that's so sweet. I love Sid even more. I wonder who's the mother though, since she's not here.
Clive! You're alright! I thought you might be... Ah!
He's so adorable.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
She's so freaking cool. I aspire to be that cool. Heatwave. Well, we're not really using Heatwave or Rook's Gambit. And I'm not buying any potions.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing. And a Tintyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
We will, we will.
Clive, was it?
Yeah. Who? Is it one of you ladies? Hi. If that's what you wanted me for.
Take a seat, Clive. I'll fetch...
So you're really going through with it? He's been talking about bringing down a Mothercrystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the Royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvestre's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's
see where you're going.
The capital, that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back.
Okay.
And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Quite a woman.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Well, Clive has that oblivious charm. What about this dude? Alliant reports unlocked. Oh! Okay. Alliant reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Goth at the Alliant report counter in the Hideaway's mess. These reports compiled by the Curseburgers contain information on quests currently available across Valisthea. It doesn't matter where I am, I can still see them. If I talk with Goth. I see.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
I just want to talk with him first.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goats at your service. Well,
goats.
the Hideaway
Almost
service
like...
anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Anything
Let's view
catch your
it. Oh, use Scout's Alliance report to not only find new quests around Valisthea, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest their location. Oh, that is so useful. We can just fast travel. Dying on the Vine, welcoming committee. Well, we might as well just go. I really wonder who's the mother. And will we get to see
You're
his daughter?
Man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinten a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
Yes. I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
Oh, the sword!
Appreciate it.
It's
just
so
sitting over
pretty!
there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Oh, just think about the cutscenes we'll have with this sword. Oh my god.
So
Hello?
you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Hey, some food. Let's see what they have in here.
Setting fast. Can I have another?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinten commands, as do we all. And Master Quinten commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Well, if you knew they were bearers, you wouldn't be giving me the food.
Hopefully this'll be enough.
God. I get so freaking agitated. You can just see it in my face directly when something is triggering me. I do not have a poker face at all.
Here. Bread and wine from the tavern.
Enjoy.
May we? Truly?
Crunchy, crunchy. Was it good? You filled up?
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything.
Now should we do the next quest? Nothing bad, I promise. Not ever again. Aww. At least they're stuck together in a good place. Ooh, it was dark in here.
Master Quinten will never forgive me if I don't save that crop.
Which one?
I want no trouble.
Whoa, me neither.
Wait, that's... Ah, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinten's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
I will
and you
fix
need
it.
someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinten will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
Yes, we will do it.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
We'll protect these grapes. It's so funny he thought we were a rogue. We're too heavily armed, I think. And make too much sound. The Dame, an ally of Sid's cause who makes her home in Northreach. It was she who informed the Hideaway of the redeployment of the Sabrex legions following their chasing by Waloed and at Belinus Tor. And it is she who will secure Clive's passage through the Northreach checkpoint. Sid seemed to have very powerful friends. I wonder who she is. Well, don't let her fall for our charm. Because Clive is so charming. Well, he actually is. I wasn't joking. He just have that charm that he doesn't know he has.
A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
This little bit of clumsy charm. He just doesn't know he has it. It's a part of his kindness.
Get him!
Such a gentleman.
Get him, boy! Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy! It's over! You know what to do, boy.
How many of you are there? Couldn't I use like the ignition in midair?
You know what to do, boy. There, boy.
Well, I'm gonna have to try it out.
That's enough. Get him.
We're done. Just gonna run back there and then save.
Looks like that was the last of them. I better let Quinten's man know.
Well, we're going there right now. And then I'm gonna continue playing tomorrow. Because it's so freaking interesting. And I have so many questions still.
It's looking to be a fine harvest.
I like this music. Sounds nice. Peaceful. Everyone seemed to have a lot of respect for Quinten here. I sort of also have it, just because he
How did the grocer know?
he just seems to know very much. You know, it's just a wisdom pouring out of him. And kind of intimidating too. I don't know what it is.
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinten would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotan Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinten's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll
Sounds
see
noble.
that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Good job, Clive. You are the man. Maybe Quinten will let us actually sleep on a bed now, if we want to be here. We want to stay the night. And not the floor, like he suggested. I'm gonna end the episode here, but first, pet Torgal! Always pet Torgal. Bye, Jill. And bye, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.